everyone. Thank you so much. It's truly an honor to be here today. Like Alexis said, my name is Noah Sreeden. I'm 19 years old and an alumni of the Fuel Up to Play 60 Youth Council. While I am originally from a very small town in Maine, I currently go to the University of Michigan. A few weeks ago, a fellow Youth Council alumni came and visited me at school, and naturally, a lot of our conversation was about this program and its impact on our lives. He said something that I've thought about a lot in the past few weeks. He noted that being part of Fuel Up to Play 60 made us grow up fast. And I think he was kind of right. What other 14-year-olds were leaving soccer practice early to hop on conference calls, or guiding hundreds of students at the Student Ambassador Summit, or shaking hands with industry leaders and celebrity athletes? While I can't say it qualifies me to be a grown-up just yet, I will say it feels like I've been around the block once or twice with this whole adult job thing. I first got involved in Fuel Up to Play 60 when I was in 7th grade. And if I hadn't walked down to that school nurse's office, I believe my life would have turned out drastically different. Fuel Up to Play 60 taught me how to be a leader, how to be an entrepreneur, and how to live a healthy lifestyle. But most importantly, it taught me how to believe in myself. If I hadn't walked down to that school nurse's office, I don't think I would have the courage to stand up to naysayers in board meetings, or the self-assuredness to be my own biggest advocate. I don't think I would have had the bravery to go to school so far from home, and I don't think I would have had the confidence to walk onto the University of Michigan women's rowing team, and I don't think I would have had the perseverance it took to win a Big Ten medal. Thank you. Being a part of Fuel Up to Play 60 taught me that you can be the change you wish to see in the world, because if you believe in yourself, others will want to believe in you too. I'm eternally grateful for what this program has given me, and I intend to spread its message for the rest of my life, because I know there are still millions of kids to empower, stories to be shared, and lives to be changed. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I cannot believe that Fuel Up to Play 60 is turning 10 years old. That really shows how quickly time has flown. My name is Emma Buchanan, and if you had told the 12-year-old Emma 10 years ago that I would be here tonight as a result of a Fuel Up to Play 60 student health wellness program, I wouldn't have believed you. But I got involved with that program. A year later, I was a state ambassador to my home state of Virginia. The next year, I was a National Youth Council representative for the program. And a couple of years later, I found myself in Warren Buffett's office as a member of the first class of Adventure Capital students. That was pretty cool. It was a whirlwind. And then I graduated high school. And I felt that, I felt lost because this was such a character-defining organization, and I was closing such a big chapter of my life. But looking back and moving forward, I realized that although I wasn't directly involved with this program, I had many lessons and life lessons that I was taking with me every day. GENYOUth in particular provided me with many, shall I say, superheroes who served as mentors in my life and guided me. These mentors gave me great organization skills. This, I believe, was vital in my completion of my master's degree and 2 undergraduate degrees from Virginia Tech in 3 years. My superheroes are bold and effective leaders who defined the word leadership in my vocabulary. That's why today, as a young professional, my tenacious leadership style, which I try to copy from these mentors, has led to the local newspaper not referring to me with my job title as town planner, but rather Loose Cannon Buchanan. Endearingly, I hope. And finally, and most importantly, my role models demonstrated me a culture of health and wellness, which I have carried with me in my life today and my family's life. That's why, as my fiance and I finished our 6th half marathon a couple days ago, we wore our Fuel Up to Play 60 shirts. GenYouth is a rare example of an organization which combines passion with great need. The leaders of GenYouth, although few in number, are very passionate about empowering students to be healthy leaders, a great need if there ever were one. I'm thankful for their involvement in my young life and how it's led to where I am today. But I'm not surprised that this has happened with GenYouth, for it's been said many times, never doubt the commitment of a small group of people that they could change the world. In fact, it's the only thing that ever has. I appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you guys. Are they unbelievable? I'm so incompetent. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys, you're fantastic. Now don't leave me because I'm going to have you help me with something in a moment. About 10 days ago, you guys are so much taller than me. Wow, okay. About 10 days ago, a great man passed away at the ripe old age of 95. His name was Stanley Lieber. In 1941, he signed a comic strip with the name Stan Lee, and he became a superhero overnight. In 1961, he started Marvel Comics. And in the past 50 years, he has created superheroes who are now some of the most enduring heroines in our lifetime. And these superheroes, they've transcended racial tensions, socioeconomic division, and they've crossed borders. His stories touched on and brought attention to some of our most sensitive issues and societal causes. Above all of the powers that his characters beheld, the thing that was most authentic about them was they were human. They were real, just like you and me. See, Stanley was a hero in my house, and he's a hero among our team at GenYouth. See, when I met this man 20 years ago, and we embarked on having 4 kids, he said, "You have one thing to do, and one thing only." And I said, "Yes, honey, what is that?" He said, "Well, if you want to have any children, you need to look in a Marvel or a DC comic book to find the names of our children, because Logan, Kyle, Slate, and Jade are superheroes." And if you don't know who they are, I'll give you a little hint. Wolverine is Logan, Kyle is Green Lantern, and I'll let you keep going. The point simply being that we have countless everyday heroes in the room. So many of you. There's a couple stories I want to tell. One of those superheroes. She's a dedicated health leader and has been for 20 years. She's a committed Fuel Up to Play 60 program advisor. She has spent 7 years helping to lead the program in her school, all 7 of them as a program advisor. Her school has achieved touchdown status 7 times every year that she has conducted the program. She's attended 2 of our summits and has said that Fuel Up to Play 60 has extended her ability to teach health class in her classrooms, creating activities that are fun and filled with healthy living. She involves students in her district by hosting family fun nights, presents healthy snack cooking demos, and encourages families to visit the fitness circuit she and her co-advisor created several years ago. She represents the large and growing cadre of program advisors nationwide who give of their time in this vital role that we need to help our program thrive in schools. Please join me in recognizing an everyday superhero from East Middle School in Brentwood, Long Island, New York, Yesenia Pion, whom we all call Jessie. Jessie didn't know this was happening to her tonight. So, let me share another story of a superhero. He was born in Houston. He grew up playing football on the Missouri City Junior High School and Willow Ridge High School teams. He attended college at Oklahoma State. He's looking at his wife now going, oh my God. Yes, she's doing this to me. Where he was a Heisman Trophy candidate in his senior year. His number 34 is only one of 3 jerseys retired at Oklahoma State, and in 2008, he was inducted into the College Hall of Fame. His pro career began in 1988 with the Buffalo Bills as their first choice in the draft, and he was named the NFL's MVP in '91 after becoming only the 11th player in NFL history to finish a season with over 2,000 all-purpose yards. He had an outstanding performance in Super Bowl 25, rushing for 135 yards and a touchdown while also catching 5 passes for 55 yards. He also played in not 1, not 2, but 3 subsequent Super Bowls and was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2007. He has been involved with Fuel Up to Play 60 for 8 years. He has served as the Buffalo Bills Fuel Up to Play 60 alumni ambassador the entire time. He has participated in 38 Fuel Up to Play 60 events in the Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse markets. He represents the countless NFL players, active and alumni, and the executives who are an integral part of Fuel Up to Play 60, working with kids every day of the year to remind them that they are our superheroes. Please join me in recognizing our everyday superhero, NFL running back and Pro Football Hall of Famer, Thurman Thomas. So I have one more surprise. As a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and fellow of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, this woman has dedicated 30 years to nutrition, health, and wellness. Her career has included work in agencies, nonprofit associations, companies, and healthcares. 2 of her personal passions are youth wellness and the inextricable link between nutrition and agriculture. Her work with the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics as past chair of its foundation has focused on that important connection and has involved the farmers, dietitians, and countless individuals across this country. She has led the National Dairy Council since 1996. And she said, once upon a time, that it was a privilege to help lead initiatives that improve public health, that help children eat right and move more, to fight hunger, to educate people about health and wellness. This remarkable woman, who's crying right now, had the vision to help lead to the creation of Fuel Up to Play 60, recognizing and embracing the power of the youth voice, not only the implementation of the program, but in its formation at its earliest stages. She has literally been the program's greatest champion since day 1, representing America's dairy farmers. Please recognize our everyday superhero, the president of the National Dairy Council, Jean Ragalie-Carr.